Hey, what's going on, guys? Nick from Practically Tactical. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I got Jesse from 4C Tactical.
What's going on, guys?
And for those that follow the channel, they'll know that we were recently down at the Steve Fisher Sentinel Concepts Home Defense Shoot House class August 15th and 16th, doing a bunch of awesome training. And again, filmed the AAR, me, Jesse, a couple other people, so go check that out. We'll put a link down below. But what we want to talk about is the Arma-Core helmet that you ran for the class.
Yeah, man. Zach from Iron Forge Concepts sent these out and let us run a couple of the lids that he's got on hand. And this is the Arma-Core Ballistic here that I got to run this weekend. And I mean, what a great helmet. I think first we should kind of, touch on what you need a ballistic helmet for.
Yeah.
And, if you want to kind of walk us through, what are some of the things that this gives us an advantage over, say, like a bump helmet?
Yeah, the big thing here is that there's the 3A ballistic rating on this helmet is basically it can stop handgun caliber rounds. That's going to be the big thing that this helmet offers. As far as I know, at least for civilian normal access, there isn't one that actually stops rifle rounds.
No.
So this is pretty much going to be the maximum that we at least can get our hands on right now till technology comes up with laser shields and stuff. But basically this is your entry-level ballistic helmet that you'll need for shoot house classes. Sometimes require ballistic helmets. If you're running rifle, you definitely have to have a ballistic helmet. But this basically is your entry-level or get into the game for ballistic helmets.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this helmet right here with the ballistic rating, you can actually get into for cheaper than what are some of the nicer bump helmets out there.
Absolutely.
So, if you're thinking about bump versus ballistic and, you're really wanting to get that money option out of the way, this is a great choice for sure. So, I mean, I'll go over some of the features here of the Arma-Core. This one right here is pretty basic other than some, cool cosmetic features and obviously the Ear Pro. What you have is, this is the original NVG shroud here. Comes with these bungee systems for the nods. These are the original rails that come on the Arma-Core as well. This one's actually been Krylon and spray painted OD green.
It comes tan.
Yep, it comes tan. Which I think you actually might be able to get different colors.
You can. There's multi-cam. There's a couple other colors available for it, or designs or patterns. However, there is cost with that. We should also mention, I mean, the great thing about the Arma-Core is it starts out at $499. That's going to be the big thing of an entry-level helmet like this, is you get the ballistic rating at a $500 price.
Definitely. And like I said, most of these upgrades on here are pretty cheap, and we'll actually go into some of the cheaper options you can do for Ear Pro as well. So we have the Cry Precision Velcro kit, which just gives you a lot more room for all your patches and swag. Everyone's got to make it their own.
But the other benefits of that, to where if you need any IDing or anything along to actually mount some sort of light device to it, that's also going to be a real easy way to mount some sort of ID device on your helmet.
Definitely. I mean, counterweight system, your IR strobes, or your PID markers, they can go anywhere on here. The other thing, this is the internal padding here. As you can see, you have multiple pads that you can move around for comfort. It's got the harness adjustable system here, so like your typical hard hats, you can actually twist this dial to tighten it around your head, and it stays pretty secure even without the chin strap on there. The real big upgrade to this is these arc rail adapters here, and these are hooked up to the MSA Sword & Supreme Basics, I believe, with the gel cups. And man, those gel cups make it really nice, especially all day on the range. It was really nice having those. But these are hooked up with the Iron Forge Concepts S.A.R.A. Gen 3s here. And yeah, these things, CNC'd, I mean, they're bulletproof, man. You're not going to break them off for sure.
Well, and for those that aren't out there that aren't familiar with the Iron Forge Concepts S.A.R.A.s, basically the locking mechanism here from the Peltors, down to the actual Ear Pro, the Peltor adapters, this is a plastic adapter that comes stock to you. And putting something that clicks on and having to take it off back and forth, I mean, eventually, no matter what, if you put it on and leave it, it's plastic versus, a metal device here, it's going to wear out.
Definitely.
So the Iron Forge Concept S.A.R.A.s fills that role of, it gives you, number one, a precision machine device, but it's metal. It's going to last. That's going to be the big thing, because you don't want to be at a class and have one of your connector mounts break on you at a class, and then you have these great Ear Pros on that are broken that you can't use.
Yeah, and like Nick was saying, you can take your ear pro off. I mean, the Sordens, they get a little expensive, depending on which model you buy. And, I understand wanting to switch back and forth between the flat range when you're not using the helmet all the time. And that's where you can take these on and off with minimal effort. But there is a way to kind of get into these cheaper. And they can actually work for the Peltors as well. So you can get the Peltor 100S series or the Tactical series, and they come in about $75, give or take, right now on Amazon. And you can actually get the gel cups for them as well. So, I mean, for under $150, you can have a dedicated pair of ear pro on your helmet. So I think that's a good deal for sure. Yeah. Another cool thing Zach does is he just puts Velcro on the outside of the must for you, so you can add more swag. And I mean, that's one of the most important things for sure.
So now you've ran this helmet in 2 shoot house classes. I don't want to say necessarily it's a review on this, but what are your overall thoughts? Is it comfortable? Is it the best bang for the buck for an entry level? What are your kind of thoughts on the Arma-Core ballistic helmet?
I really like the helmet, especially, like I said, price point. This is one of those that if you're not doing a ton of classes, if you're not doing a ton of video work on the range a lot, it's one of those insurance policies like a plate carrier with steel plate armor that you can kind of get into and put in the closet. You're not really sitting on a bunch of money. Is it the best helmet? No. Unfortunately, it's not. And to make it the best helmet, you're going to have to, do quite a bit of work with the internals and certain things like that. So you're going to get up there in money. I'm sure in a later review we'll get into some of the better helmets, but I mean, for, like I said, the budget ballistic entry-level helmet, it's hard to beat this helmet right here for sure.
Now, so future upgrades we're going to be talking about is, so when we look at their internal padding or their actual retention system for your head or straps, you can upgrade all those to make them a little more comfortable. But from your thoughts of running it, what are your thoughts on the comfortability as it comes stock?
Oh, I mean, I wore this for 2 days straight. I mean, every time we were on the range, both times at the class, I had this helmet on watching from the catwalk. It was, 90 degrees, I would say, out, humidity.
Oh, up there.
And, no, it breathed well. I mean, the dedicated ear pro was awesome because you could just be sitting there, pop it on and off. The gel cups, I mean, those...
You have to buy the gel cups.
Yeah, for sure. That was a must-have. Like I said, it did everything I would want it to do out of the gate with really no, internal upgrades. So I think, again, for the money, it's going to be hard to beat the Arma-Core.
Yeah. Now, here's something you guys can do, too, along with what we talked about, the Iron Forge Concepts, S.A.R.A. adapters. You guys can actually reach out to Zach. He can quote you guys full package on the helmet. So you say, I want this helmet, but I want the internals upgraded. I want the ear pro. I want basically to order everything like you see right here and have him set it up and install it and put everything. And you just pay one guy, and he sets it up and sends it to you. You guys can do that. Put a link down below to reach Iron Forge Concepts. They do all that type of setup work for you. That, I mean, looking at it, there can be a lot to it, especially if you go on the internal upgrading routes and change retention systems. If that's something you're into, man, I would say get hold of Zach.
Oh, for sure. I mean, he'll be able to answer all your questions. Sizing, like you said, options of what you want on there, because there's a ton. You can kind of warrior this up how you want to do it. So I would definitely recommend getting a hold of Zach. I mean, super knowledgeable guy. He'll hook you up. He'll get you squared away.
Yeah. Now, I should mention, too, we've also done a show about choosing helmets with Zach from Iron Forge Concepts. I'll put the link down below. Anything you guys want to know about helmets, it's going to be down below. But, I mean, overall, in the Arma-Core, I think it's probably the best bang for your buck in regards to the features you get with the ballistic rating. I think that's the way it is.
Hard to beat for sure.
Yeah. So there it is, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, this is a great helmet. I wore it too at a MDFI shoot house class as well. Again, it's a great value helmet. It's pretty darn comfortable. No issues in that regards. So again, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I appreciate you watching. Jesse, thanks for giving us your input and the rundown on the helmet.
Hey, no problem. Thanks to Zach for sending them out. Let us give them a try.
Yeah, and again, guys, any information you want, please reach out to Zach or put your comments down below. We're sure to get those answered for you guys. So until next time, take care.
Stay safe.